Hey everybody, it is Tedley Tedlicious, so delicious and suspicious, here to tell you about RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 4, the finale episode. Finally, the season is over, so we're gonna talk all about the winners. Okay, so before this episode gets started, when it comes to the end of Drag Race, there's really not much to talk about in the final episode because, they're trying to keep it even. The drama is a little different. They're trying to do either a music video or a dance routine, and it's kind of just like pulling teeth, who, blah, 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 what in this episode. So I'm just gonna get right into it about the winners and the whole setup at the end of the episode. I had recently been rewatching all of the previous finales to see how they were. Like, of course, when it was season 1, they were doing teams. They had just split up the teams and did a crazy mass challenge that wasn't a music video or a final song. It was actually them going to a comedy club. It was them doing an interview. It was them like really trying to push that they were the all-star. But so then from there, on season 2 of All-Stars, they just had the top 4, Detox, Roxy, Katya, and Alaska, kind of do a general explanation of why they thought they should win, and then there was nothing else special. It's just RuPaul decided Roxy didn't have what it takes to go to the top 3, and then the other 3 girls lip-synced, and then Ru chose the number 1 girl, which was Alaska. And then on season 3, that's when they did even more craziness, where it was even more of a jumble, where the eliminated queens came back, they interviewed the top 4, and from there they decided who they wanted to be the top, and they chose Trixie and Kennedy, not Shangela, as the world was expecting to be up there. But so then it was going to be interesting to see exactly how they did it. Were the remaining queens going to be judged by the eliminated queens? Were the winning All-Stars going to really decide who was going to be in the Hall of Fame? It was so mysterious what's going to happen. And then this season, it was so different because, when Ru was asking them to give their final speeches of why I think that I should be drag superstar, none of their speeches had that emotional impact that the previous seasons did, where it was just this candid breakdown moment where they really could just go in. I didn't feel that any of these queens really had this ultimate speech, which I was also hoping for. I was hoping to just see this passion just laid out on the stage, through this speech. And these girls, these top 4, I didn't necessarily think that they had this huge meaning behind winning like the other queens did. But so then Ru had to decide, and this season, the season where Gia Gunn of all people is Miss Congeniality, the shadiest Drag Race All-Star season of all time, it was so hard to tell who was going to win. It seemed like the waters had been muddied so much that any of these queens could have just surprise snatched the crown. Nobody knew who to really expect. People were thinking Trinity, people were thinking maybe Monet has a chance, and it was really a toss-up, and people definitely didn't want Naomi to win after what she did in Manila. But so going into this top 4, it was such a different experience than the previous seasons where, on All-Stars 2 there was Alaska and Detox and Katya all in the top. In season 3 there was Shangela, BB, the first winner of all time. There was Kennedy Davenport, who is the dancing diva of all time. And then there was Trixie Mattel, who had built her empire after the show. It was legendary, epic queens with true deep reasons for being there. And then for All-Stars 4, I feel like Trinity the Tuck, she definitely deserved her spot from her run on Original Drag Race as an All-Star. I feel like Monet definitely deserved it as well. Monique, I think she should have probably waited a couple more seasons just because, she was really explained that she had to just pull scraps together to make some of her looks work from season 10 of Drag Race. And so then for her to just come back right away, it's just hold on and you're gonna have better stuff. like kind of how Valentina was saying, how if she had done it right after, she wouldn't have had the same experience that she had. Naomi Smalls, this was definitely her time as well, and I kind of was getting the sensation that she could have won and taken the whole thing home. Now that would have been a surprise, but like when she came out in that final runway look, and it was beyond anything she's ever done before. It was LaShawn beyond. And I was so surprised that she had something. Like, it wasn't, yes, she showed her legs, but it was so much more than that. Like, it was not her typical just like beauty look. Like, there was like short hair or something underneath that netted, glittered hijab, I guess you want to call it. I don't even know what to describe it as. But it was very fierce, it was very beautiful, and like, I was like, damn, Naomi might have a chance to take it home, because life's not fair. But so that was kind of how like I saw it. But you know, at the same time, when there's not like clear standout winners, like, I mean, the playing field was so level. Like, it was basically like, what if Honey Mahogany, Vivian Panay, Dax, and Layla McQueen were all the top 4? Who are you going to make the winner? It was like, who's going to take this crown? Like, and this, it was so difficult to even imagine just one of these queens over the others taking the crown home. And so when it was announced, when he is like, both Monet and Trinity win, I'm like, yes! I was like screaming and hollering. Half of my gay friends were like, we want Monet to win. Me and, you know, the other half of the friends were like, we want Trinity to win for, you know, multiple reasons. And I was super happy, to be honest, because, you know, as much as the fans may have wanted Monet to win, like last week in that cat outfit was just unexcusable. But then Trinity, on the other hand, is she the poppin' personality of Monet? No, but is she still a talented performer? Yes. And so there was, for me, in my mind, this catch-22 of, well, she, you know, she has this mistake, she has this mistake. It's like they should cancel each other out, but who is better than who? But I honestly think that this is the fairest decision for this season, this crazy season of Drag Race. And you know, we all went into this. I didn't even make a Meet the Queens video for this season because I was just kind of like, oh, this cast is so bogus. But like this season, like, I mean, there was sending Manila home, there was sending Latrice home, there was Latrice coming back in spite of Manila, there was Gia Gunn being crazy, there was Pheromone falling over. Everything happened in this season, like more than I could have ever expected or imagined, and I'm super excited to see, you know, unless they really feel they've messed it up this time, to see what happens on season 5 of All Stars. If they do another season 5 of All Stars, like, I am anticipating even more cutthroat decisions, and if it's really going to be like the cutthroat season, there needs to be some like crazy bitches up in there. Like, I definitely want to see some legends like Angina, or maybe even Jessica Wilde from like the early seasons. I want to see like maybe Kim Chi or Acid Betty from like the makeup years, you know? But as far as the competition, season 4, I am super pleased with the result. I'm super happy that there was 2 queens to come from such an outrageous and crazy season. And so anyways, you guys, with that said, I think that's pretty much all I can talk about this time. Oh my goodness. But you know what? Come and join me for season 11 of RuPaul's Drag Race. And you know what? We're going to be talking about just the regular season 2, of course. So come on, check that out. And I will see you guys again so very soon to spill some more tea and throw a little shade.